It's been a while. It has been a couple months, and my goal was to make content for the entire year. A lot's happened over the past couple months, and just kind of want to discuss my turning point in entrepreneurship and what I'm really learning as I'm moving into year 3. Um, Obviously, as you know, you're on this channel because of me pushing and marketing offer and AI offer and pursuing that over the winter, beginning of this year, and it went well. Client acquisition was hard for us. We were burning a lot of money to try to get customers on the front end, and then we had a little bit of, we didn't have continuity with our offer. We were trying to figure out how to sell it. We were trying to charge big money up front, making people pay, half deposits. And for cold traffic, it just wasn't optimal for us. And going back and looking at that now, pay per result or some sort of an easier offer to say yes to would have been a better idea for us to move into. But as soon as summer came up, we still went pretty good with our client, got him some results, still working with him to this day. Big opportunity there. Moved into landscaping, back to what we did the previous summer, to what we were able to generate 6 figures doing, and it's been a great move. One of the biggest takeaways that I've had in entrepreneurship is everyone feels like, and the perception around business and being your own boss is, hey, you're behind, you need to go fast, so as you're going to fail. And I've quickly realized that you need to be strategic. Being fast and jumping into things without seeing it through is detrimental for your entrepreneurial career. Maybe in the beginning, when you don't really know what you're doing, it's fine, but when you've been at it for years and you keep falling into the same mistakes that keep you stuck, you kind of just implement that feedback loop and see that you need to make strategic decisions, and you don't have to feel like you're in a rush. I feel like social media portrays this object onto you that if you aren't moving with motion, if you aren't moving ferociously forward every single day, you are extremely behind. And there's a good thing there and there's a bad thing there. It's kind of counterintuitive, right? The way I see it is you just got to kind of find your pace. And me being 21 right now, turning 22 this summer, I feel like I'm not even close to where I want to be yet. Truly, the long-term vision to me is just building equity and building something that we can scale and exit, and just trying to figure out the best way to do that. I've always wanted to make a bigger impact than what I'm doing locally right now, and that's why I wanted to start this channel and start producing content every single day, showing the day in the life of building an agency. And the reality of it is, man, is it's hard as fuck. Building an agency, building any business worthwhile is extremely difficult. And it's going to take a huge toll on you when things go wrong. And I enjoyed making that series. I enjoyed putting out content every single day, but I kind of just needed to step away from it, kind of take my mind away from the nonstop grind and just kind of think through what was next, right? What does the next year look like? What does the next 5 years look like of my life? And just really start to understand that picture. So now we're doing landscaping. It's going really well, and it still doesn't fill that hole in my heart, if that makes sense. I feel like it's not the thing that I want to be doing my whole life. I mean, that's the reason we wanted to get into online. That's the reason we jumped into AV in the first place. And it's money at the end of the day. And that's kind of how I see it, and I just kind of see it as like a sandbox, right? It's money. It's a playground to kind of prove our systems and our architecture for what we're doing and get our SOPs built up to know, hey, we can run this business efficiently in the right way, right? The funny thing is it's so easy, quote unquote, to start a business nowadays. Like, you can use AI to build your website, you can use AI for your marketing, but I really think the hard part of business is scaling. I think starting is very easy. I think scaling is hard. But obviously once you have capital and consistent cash flow, scaling becomes a lot easier, and you have a proven system and a proven way to sell people, a proven offer, right? And that's what we have with landscaping, and that's what we're pursuing right now. working on building a custom operating system, basically a AI native system that we can use to run our business, manage our comms, manage our books, just like an entire AI employee, AI agent infrastructure for our entire landscaping business. And that's essentially the model we're trying to prove concept with. Build this for our business first, prove the concept, show that this works, that this is a feasible system that any service business could implement and use and scale with more cost effectively than someone would with employees or trying to do it on their own, and prove that concept and eventually start selling that system, right? We know how to build AI first businesses, especially service businesses, right? Like that's a whole different ball game, and we're going all into building AI first. So the goal over the past, I'd say the goal for the rest of this year is to, prove the concept with our service business, continue to implement AI systems that revolutionize how we operate it, and get back into making YouTube every single day, not every single day, but more consistently, showcasing the system, showcasing what I'm doing, and kind of just the journey of life, right? Kind of realized in entrepreneurship as well, I'd say the single two biggest skill sets that you can have as an entrepreneur, three. First one is know how to use AI the right way. Pretty self-explanatory. Obviously, it's harder and easier said than done, but that's the first thing. Be AI first in your business. The second thing is you got to know how to communicate and build relationships, sales, right? I think that is the most important skill that you can have as an entrepreneur. You got to know how to build relationships, because at the end of the day, people are still going to buy from people. And that's one thing I really took away from this online offer is, yes, you're working with cold traffic. They're coming in through paid ads. You're trying to warm them up as much as humanly possible. But at the same time, you still need to hop on that sales call, build that face-to-face interaction, learn about that person, understand who they are. Are they a good fit for what we're trying to do and how we can help? Can we actually help, right? People try to make sales a lot more difficult than it is, but it's really just a conversation. And that's something that I've been really trying to hone in on, and that's something I'm trying to improve upon in myself this summer for the next couple months. That's a huge skill that I'm trying to start really honing in on within my entrepreneurship career. Sales is very important. And then the third thing is you got to know how to lead, and you got to know how to be a strategic thinker. Two very important things. If you don't know how to lead people or lead AI in general, you're going to have a tough time, right? You're not going to know which direction to take when it feels hard and when it is hard. And then you also need to be able to be a strategic thinker. You got to know when to implement something, when to pull the rug on it, and when to let it ride. So those are a couple things that are top of mind for me. Just in this beautiful lake here, pond, my backyard. But yeah, just enjoying the summer, enjoying life, getting a little sun, golfing a little bit, just realizing that, hey bro, this is life. Learn to enjoy it, learn to live it to the best that you can. Understand that everybody's just like me, everyone just wants to be better in life, do better in life, and grow, right? We're all people at the end of the day. So I'm not sure what's coming from me. I just wanted to give you guys an update. I'm doing good. The agency is still on pause. We're working in the landscaping space, the service industry, kind of twisting the fork a little bit. We're going back to what was working. I think that's a huge lesson to understand as well as a young entrepreneur. Whatever you prove concept in first, the thing that you start making money in first should be the thing that you pursue, 100%. And it's one of those things too. It's like, okay, you make money in this thing. For our case, it's landscaping. That's the service that we started last year that really catapulted us into that first 6 figures as entrepreneurs. We come back to that when we kind of hit a dead end, right? When you kind of see a stall in something new that you're trying. And that's what I see Hermosi talk about a lot too is, just do more of what's already working, right? If it's already working, why would you stop doing it? And that's the mistake that I've made a lot in my entrepreneurship career. Is I've had opportunities where, you know, something starts working really well for me, and then all of a sudden, you know, I kind of get greedy and I'm like, well, it's working, but it's not good enough. It's working, but it's not good enough. And I say, well, I'm going to try to make it better. I'm going to try to do something that I feel is better than this. And that quickly came to bite me in the tail and say, hey man, we got to humble you. You're not good enough for this yet. I keep forgetting I'm 21. I keep forgetting that life's so early. We have so much time to do this, man. Like, we're not even close to the end of life yet. So just doing more of what's working right now, starting to strategize the next steps, getting back on YouTube, starting to post more. I really loved doing this, man, and I still love making content, and I want to keep doing it on a high level. But yeah, it's been busy, been doing a lot of work, been getting a lot of sun, been on the manual labor grind, but really still heads down, knee deep in the AI game. There's so many, and the crazy thing is, to me, you know, I think social media can be pretty distracting, but I think one of the things, once you kind of get into that higher understanding of what business is and entrepreneurship, being on social media is very beneficial in a couple ways. You can see how other people are monetizing and making money. You know, that's something that I've started to notice. I've picked up on people making money off of mobile apps, you know, people making money selling different things, running different offers, and it kind of opens your eyes up to what's possible and what's actually monetizable, right? When you see someone else doing it and it's working, you get a lot of more ideas in your head. It can kind of work as inspiration, or, you know, maybe you can pick up on something from these guys. But then again, you need to know the information is valid. But yeah, been seeing a lot of offers out there. There's a lot of lanes that I really like, but I want to make sure that they fit into the longer term vision. Claude's running the business, Claude's running the life. Just trying to enjoy the world, man. Start living, start making content consistently. And yeah, man, I feel like I let myself down for not posting and not continuously posting. I haven't made an update video on anything yet. But the series, I guess you could say, is a fail. We definitely did generate the revenue goal that we wanted to, but not in that industry. So it just tells you how hard the game really is, man. You know, you can do it and it can work, but it's not going to work right away all the time. So really just got to keep your head down, man. This game's hard. I think the best thing you can do as an entrepreneur, as like a solopreneur, whatever it is, if you're working for yourself and trying to build something, you just got to tap in with others that are doing the same. People that are more successful, right? And if you can do that, you're going to put yourself, you know, on the high ride straight to, you know, financial freedom and being the entrepreneur you want to be, because you have these high-level people around you that have already done it, right? Or that could use your services within their businesses. And now that I've, you know, I used to be, I would say I'm antisocial, but I'd say I used to be a little antisocial, you know, and not really an extrovert, if you could say. But starting to kind of work on that in social situations. I would say I'm an extrovert when it comes to content, just talking online, so trying to get better in the social aspect of life and starting to live more freely, man. Just starting to meet new people. What does this guy do, man? I'm curious about it, right? Just be more curious in life. It's one thing I'm working on too. starting to enjoy it, starting to be more curious, pick up on more hobbies, right? Life doesn't have to always just be work. It doesn't have to always just be go, go, go. Hobbies help. And they're super beneficial just to kind of take the edge off, right? To just kind of chill. So I'm living life. We got a lot of life decisions coming up here, potential living situations and all of this stuff. It's obviously peak weather in Wisconsin right now. It's like 75 degrees this morning. I was gonna get some work done and I was like, well, I think this would be better for the mind, the content brain, make me feel, feel good about today. I feel like this is just a little self-talk walk in the woods. So we're making the most out of it right now. And yeah. So I hope if you're out there working on something, building it for yourself, I'd love to connect with you, man. I'll have my Instagram in like the description or something. Love to connect with you, see what you're building. Building relationships is a priority for me. People that are working on building something cool, and connections can always help you unlock more doors. And I think that's the true path to unlocking the next version of yourself, is making more connections. But that's what's also cool about online YouTube courses, learning from people that have already done it, right? Like Hermosi. That's something that I'm prioritizing now too. If you go look back on the vlogs and some of the early videos I have on this channel that are just like this, me holding a camera on my face and talking, that would be my first year of entrepreneurship. I was just yapping about how fuck everybody else, you got to do this on your own, right? No one's coming to save you. And I feel like my mindset then compared to now, yes, I was locked in, for the most part, trying to kind of like, I feel like in the early stage of entrepreneurship, you really just like go heads down and just lock in. Like, I dipped on everybody. I just stood up for myself and was like, fuck this. Everybody else that isn't in the mind frame I am now, this new identity that I've assumed, fuck them. And I think that's a solid mindset to have when you start, but if I go back and look on that time, I would say I regret it, bro. That's selfish as fuck. And looking back on it now, it kind of lowered my connection with a lot of people that I had prior in my life that, were still good people to know, still good people to have a connection with and a relationship with. That was years of relationships that I built up, in high school and, through my young adult life, that I kind of just let fall, that, could have been beneficial down the line. But I feel like that's really the only way to go into entrepreneurship and stay in it, is to go heads down, aggressive, all in. But looking back on it, those videos were very dark because my life was messy, man. Just living at a apartment with my buddy, another entrepreneur, and it was tight. We were trying to build something that we saw working, and at the end of the day, it didn't work out, but it's an experience that I'll never forget. It's crazy how it's been 2 years since that time, since that mental state for me. I'm trying to be more calm, trying to be more present in life, trying to just enjoy it more, not stress about anything. Like, why can you stress about this? You can't stress about this, man. You just gotta love it, man. Just love life. That's super important. Check out this area. Yeah, just learn to enjoy life. This Sunday, hope you guys are having a beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful summer. What's next for me, content-wise, I'm not sure. I still need to figure out my style. I don't know what I'm going to title this. This is just really a yap. Feels like I've been doing this longer than 20 minutes. But I want to definitely start posting more, start aligning more with who I am. I think I'm getting there. I'm just trying to do some inner work, if that makes sense, and start getting content out, building more relationships, enjoying the summer, golfing, enjoying my passions a little bit, and still working on building something for the future. I feel like there's a lot of time. Kind of have two angles here, two lanes. I would say our plan from a high level is, number one, it's either we build this landscaping business out, scale it, get multiple locations, get it to the point where we can exit. So that's like a 5-10 year plan. Or the more ideal path is make landscaping business work as a cash flow vehicle, which it is now. Don't really scale it past the point where we see fit, making a couple 5 figures a month in peak season, and then getting into the bigger picture, online direct. AI consulting is really intriguing for me, but it's going to be something tied with a personal brand, preferably helping businesses build AI ecosystems to where they can use AI and 10x their productivity, 10x their output, make their life so much easier, and make their business run that much more efficiently, without having to have any other, overhead costs, employees, just making simple systems that scale with AI. Leading toward option 2, we're just gonna have to see how the year plays out, but that's where my head's at. I really see AI as a huge opportunity. I think there's a lot of things you can do. I think the development world is definitely big, and I also think, the content side of it is huge as well, in terms of monetizing, making AI content. I've seen so many people doing it for D2C, e-com brands, and a lot of other things as well. So just full-fledged, man. It's beautiful. This is beautiful stuff here, man. It's awesome. So yeah, man, whoever's watching this is H2H, this is Ethan. We're living the journey, we're living the dream. More content coming. I would say the agency series failed technically. We didn't hit our revenue goal. We didn't continue making videos. So I hope this kind of gives you a little perspective on where my head's at, what I'm focusing on in this stage of my entrepreneurship career, and what I feel is most important based on where I see entrepreneurship in the world going. So yeah, man, it's a fun life at the end of the day. Just gotta enjoy it. Keep it simple. I'm living in a very simple life right now. Still in my hometown. I'm not, in Spain. I'm not bougie, living any crazy lifestyle yet. I don't have a Rolex. I don't have anything crazy. I got maybe some drip. We'll see. I don't know. I'd say I'm pretty dripped up, but we're just living a simple life. We don't have shit yet. And one day we're gonna be on the top. I don't know how high up, but we're gonna be up there. And life's gonna be different. So I want to cherish this time, because it's really the simple things in life that matter most. Just sitting in nature, enjoying the sun, talking, and doing what I feel passionate about. So more content coming soon, guys. Keep grinding, keep working, but learn to take the edge off a little bit. You don't have to be always heads down, locked in. I mean, just really assess your situation and understand, hey, am I in the financial situation that I feel like I need to be in right now? Realistically, no? Okay, well, I need to keep working, right? You just got to be conscious about where you are at all times and make the decision the right way and